The red wedding scene in Game of Thrones was one of the best and most heartbreaking scenes. The betrayal of House Stark at the hands of Walder Frey was an unexpected and sudden tragedy. It left viewers reeling and wondering who to trust. The Battle of the Bastards was a thrilling climax to the long, grueling war between House Stark and House Bolton. With Jon Snow at the helm, the Starks were victorious after a desperate fight for survival. Daenerys emerging from the flames with her newly hatched dragons was a powerful scene. It was a triumphant moment for her, as her dream of regaining the Iron Throne seemed within reach. When Ned Stark is executed by Joffrey, it was a shock to viewers. His death by 1,000 cuts was particularly cruel, serving as a wake-up call to viewers that this was not a safe, predictable world. The Battle of the Blackwater was a chaotic, intense scene. The Lannisters were outgunned and outnumbered. But, with wildfire and a bit of luck, they emerged victorious in the end. Viserys being killed by Khal Drogo was a cruel twist of fate. Viserys expected to get whatever he wanted but instead was humiliated in front of an unimpressed Khal Drogo. The execution of Craster's sons was a chilling scene. The monstrous figure of White Walker standing tall while a weirwood tree burned in the background was particularly ominous. The Battle of Castle Black remains one of the show's best battle scenes. With Jon Snow leading men from the Night's Watch, they were able to repel the others and retake Castle Black. Ned Stark's standoff with Cersei in the throne room was a tense and powerful moment. Ned Stark held firm in his convictions, despite the Queen's threats to execute him. The attack on the Sept of Baelor in King's Landing was a classic example of the show's ability to surprise viewers. Cersei blew up the Sept, killing everyone inside and leaving a path of destruction in her wake. Bran Stark's journey north of the Wall was a memorable and epic odyssey. From his newfound powers to the mysterious three-eyed raven, it was a unique story arc. The arrival of Daenerys' army of Unsullied was an awe-inspiring scene. The vast army of Unsullied remained disciplined and unstoppable in their march to conquer the Seven Kingdoms. When Daenerys walked through the flames again, this time with her two dragons by her side, it was a triumphant moment. Suddenly her dream of conquering Westeros seemed within reach. The Purple Wedding was a shocking, spectacular event. Joffrey Baratheon was poisoned at his own wedding, leaving viewers stunned at his sudden death. The Siege of Meereen was a thrilling scene. Daenerys' dragons were unleashed and the city fell to her forces in a matter of days. The Great War between the White Walkers and the living ended in a brutal, devastating fashion. The Night King's death at the hands of Arya Stark was a fitting conclusion. Brienne of Tarth's duel with the Hound was an epic battle. The two former allies fought to the death until the Hound was wounded and had to crawl away. The showdown between Oberyn and the Mountain was a thrilling scene. Oberyn's death was both tragic and stunning, as the Mountain overcame his speed and agility. Arya Stark's escape from the Faceless Men was a tense moment. She managed to outsmart the waif and make her escape from the House of Black and White. Theon's escape from Ramsay Bolton's torture implemented a victorious moment, as Theon managed to survive and reclaim his identity. The trial by combat in the Vale was a thrilling moment. Even though everyone knew that Littlefinger was guilty, the outcome was uncertain until the very last minute. Arya's reunion with the Hound and her final moments with him were touching. It was an unexpectedly emotional moment as Arya was finally able to forgive him for all of his past wrongdoings. The massacre at Hardhome was a devastating scene. With the White Walkers finally making their move, it was a terrifying reminder that this was no longer a safe world. Tyrion's trial in the Eyrie ended with a dramatic surprise. Varys revealed Oberyn's secrets to exonerate Tyrion, giving him the opportunity to finally escape his chains. The attempted assassination of Daenerys was a shocking moment. The Dothraki riders were relentless in their pursuit, and only an unexpected twist saved Dany in the end.